If you're like a couple of us on the show, sometimes some of us get like some Botox or whatnot. Sometimes. Con, I go to the same person. I went to that person Friday, and I have this thing where whenever I get Botox, it never fails, but for some reason, my right eyebrow doesn't get affected by the Botox.
It doesn't get toxed.
It doesn't. And I tell Jamie from this place, she has a new company called the Comstock, and I tell her that every time. So she'll put extra in it. And then it never fails. I send her a video, usually going, my eyebrow's moving. And so look, I'll show you guys. Like this eyebrow right here.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like
it's like you always want to be the Rock.
Yeah, I have one eyebrow and it just like all of a sudden it just turns into a upside down V.
There's some strong muscles in that eyebrow.
I know, man.
They're like, Botox does nothing for me. Bring it on.
And I'm like, my wife's like, it's fine. I go, okay, but like today we have a lot going on the show, a lot going on after the show. We're going to take pictures, do video stuff with Teddy Swims is in the studio. And I'm just like, all my pictures, if I don't like focus on it, I'm going to look like there's something wrong with me in all my pictures.
Just inquisitive all the time.
No, just one eyebrow though. It's anyway.
Really? He's got the really look. I think you need a lot more out of the interview because Teddy Swims going to think you're going, I don't believe you.
I was watching Peyton's Instagram over the weekend. I was just like, where the hell? I know you were in Vegas, but man, it looked like there's so many questions I have. Like the playground.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. We went to this place, it's called Playground, and it's in the Luxor. So the Luxor is the one that's the big pyramid. And so you go in, and it is literally a playground, but for adults. It's 21 up past a certain time. There's a bar over there. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. There's a giant slide that you can slide down. They have big swings. They had, the game Perfection, like where you put the things in, and then it pops up when the timer goes off. It's like an actual board game. They have that, but it's life-sized.
That sounds awesome.
But I saw you the jumping castle or something like that. Adult jumping castle and that little kid jumping castle?
I found, no, there's no kids. You have to be
right,
21.
but it is this
I know.
quality.
I want to go.
Yeah.
It's not like a 5-year-old jumping castle. It's like for adults, but it's thick enough to handle adults.
Yes, I was doing backflips.
I saw.
That's amazing.
And doing backflips while drunk is like seriously one of the best things ever, but very dangerous, which is why they make you sign a waiver.
I'm sure.
How many times
really
are they
dope.
cleaning up throw up inside?
I thought about it too, but honestly, I was concerned about like how it would smell. It's like a bunch of adults running around, and it was like great in there. It was so much fun.
That's awesome.
It smelled bomb.
Okay, so you didn't stay on the Strip or one of the hotels on the Strip, right?
No, we stayed at an Airbnb. We had 16 people with us.
Oh my gosh.
So we stayed at an Airbnb, and my family was like, we're not eating out. Everybody's contributing to the meal plan. So everybody had to help cook. Everybody had to do everything. And we spent $700 at the grocery store, and that was it. And we were fed for the weekend. It was so nice.
It's so interesting because when you think of Vegas, I think the majority is like we're getting a hotel on the Strip and you just walk up and down the Strip and do whatever. I can't even imagine getting an Airbnb. I don't even know where there are any houses around there. You know what I mean?
It was the Airbnb was 10 minutes from the Strip, but not everybody was drinking. So it was we had rides. We called Ubers. It was fun. We went to the Strip the very first night. We got there. What was it, Friday? So at midnight, my cousin turned 21, which is why we were there. Mm-hmm. And so we were out. It's 1 a.m. and literally no one is anywhere. So I think we got out a little bit too late. Everybody was probably already in the clubs. You know what I mean? Mm. But the next night, we went to Fremont Street and it was lit. I don't know why anybody goes to the Strip anymore. Fremont
Just go downtown?
Fremont is where
Did you zip line?
No, but it was really cool. What they have on the top of Fremont Street is the sphere, right? With the little lights.
The sphere.
There's a lot of lights.
Yeah.
They tried to make Fremont Street was old downtown. That was Vegas. And then when New Vegas came up, they kind of focused on that. My dad was a tour guide. I remember him telling me all this.
Okay.
So he'd be like, you got to go to Fremont Street. You got to go to where the Golden Nugget is and all that stuff. Those are the old casinos.
Zappos, the shoe place is almost rebuilt downtown.
Oh, really?
From scratch, yeah.
See, I've been to Fremont Street a couple years ago, and I remember being okay, it's a bunch of old people playing on the slots. No, nightlife at Fremont is so much
poppin',
fun.
huh?
I'll never go back to the Strip at night.
Did you go gamble anywhere?
No, I didn't I gave $3 to a slot machine and got 24 cents back. So
I thought you were also done drinking. I think you said that last Monday.
I did say that last Monday, but John Jay, I learned something about myself. I've been very true to my tequila.
Right.
That's my girl. Love her. Me and her were divorced. We are not together anymore. I'm drinking vodka, and that's it. I think that's my problem. I think I got way too sick off tequila.
You had to level up.
Like when you have 3 margaritas and you go home, you're a little tipsy, that's fine. But you can't take shots of tequila. I've learned my lesson.